Saint Dmitry Ivanovich Donskoy, or Dmitry of the Don, sometimes referred to simply as Dmitry, son of Ivan II the Meek of Moscow, reigned as the Prince of Moscow from 1359 and Grand Prince of Vladimir from 1363 to his death. He was the first Prince of Moscow to openly challenge Mongol authority in Russia. His nickname, Donskoy, alludes to his great victory against the Tatars in the Battle of Kulikovo, which took place on the Don River. He is venerated as a saint in the Orthodox Church with his feast day on the 19th of May. Early reign. Dmitry ascended the throne of the Principality of Moscow at the age of 9. During his minority, Russia's Metropolitan Alexei ran the government. In 1360 Khizr Khan, Khan of the Golden Horde, transferred the title most prized among Russian princes, that of Grand Prince of Vladimir, to Dmitry Konstantinovich of Nizhny Novgorod. In 1363, after that prince was deposed, Dmitry Ivanovich was crowned at Vladimir. 3 years later, he made peace with Dmitry Konstantinovich and married his daughter Eudoxia. In 1376, their joint armies ravaged Volga, Bulgaria. The most important event during Dmitry's early reign was start of building the Moscow Kremlin. It was completed in 1367. Thanks to the new fortress, the city withstood 2 sieges by Algirdis of Lithuania during the Lithuanian-Muscovite War. The war ended with the Treaty of Lyubimsk. In 1375, Dmitry settled, in his own favor, a conflict with Mikhail II of Tver over Vladimir. Other princes of northern Russia acknowledged his authority and contributed troops to the impending struggle against the horde. By the end of his reign, Dmitry had more than doubled the territory of the Principality of Moscow. Struggle against Mamae. Dmitry's 30-year reign saw the beginning of the end for Mongol domination of parts of what is now Russia. The Golden Horde was severely weakened by civil war and dynastic rivalries. Dmitry took advantage of this lapse in Mongol authority to openly challenge the Tatars. While he kept the Khan's patent to collect taxes for all of Russia, Dmitry is also famous for leading the first Russian military victory over the Mongols. Mamae, a Mongol general and claimant to the throne, tried to punish Dmitry for attempting to increase his power. In 1378 Mamae sent a Mongol army, but it was defeated by Dmitry's forces in the Battle of Arza River. 2 years later Mamae personally led a large force against Moscow. Dmitry met and defeated it at the Battle of Kulikovo. The defeated Mamae was presently dethroned by a rival Mongol general, Tokhtamysh. That Khan reasserted Mongol rule over parts of what now is Russia and overran Moscow for Dmitry's resistance to Mamae. Dmitry, however, pledged his loyalty to Tokhtamysh and to the Golden Horde and was reinstated as Mongol principal tax collector and Grand Duke of Vladimir. Upon his death in 1389, Dmitry was the first Grand Duke to bequeath his titles to his son Vasily without consulting the Khan. Marriage and children. He was married to Eudoxia of Nizhny Novgorod. She was a daughter of Dmitry of Suzdal and Vasilisa of Rostov. They had at least 12 children. Daniel Dmitrievich, Vasily I of Moscow, Sofia Dmitrievna, married Fyodor Olegovich, Prince of Ryazan, Yuri Dmitrievich, Duke of Zvенигород and Galuk, claimed the throne of Moscow against his nephew Vasily II of Moscow. Maria Dmitrievna, married Lengvanish. Anastasia Dmitrievna, married Ivan Vsevolodovich, Prince of Kum, Simeon Dmitrievich, Ivan Dmitrievich, Andrei Dmitrievich, Prince of Mozhaisk, Pyotr Dmitrievich, Prince of Dmitrov. Anna Dmitrievna, married Yuri Patrikievich. Her husband was a son of Patrikash, Prince of Starodub, and his wife Helena. His paternal grandfather was Narimantus, The marriage solidified his role as a boyar attached to Moscow. Konstantin Dmitrievich, Prince of Pskov. Descendants: Jura Count von Rathkovich, Momsilio, Michelle Count von Rathkovich, Natalie Francisca Contessa af Sandberg, male Count Korea von Rathkovich.